what I love about Italian wine is its application with food. It's so great to match with. You know, they're never too dominant in any particular fruit character. They tend to be quite subtle wines. In the way of reds, they do have a bit more tannin structure to them. So I guess that's what I mean with working with food. And I love the influence that Italian wine has had on other wine styles around the world, particularly in Australia. I guess on our Wine by the Glass program, we've always got a white and a red in that sort of Italian theme. And that's not because of my palate or what I'd like to see people drink, but more that there is an acceptance for it, and I guess people are learning to pronounce it and aren't so, I guess, resistant and headstrong about only drinking Sauvignon Blanc, for example, that they are willing to try a Vermentino or Verdicchio or Soave. It's like saying, what's your favourite wine growing region? And it's difficult to answer. I mean, as much as I'd like to say Burgundy in Italy, Piemonte is, I think, you know, Barolo and Barbaresco are the growing regions that, you know, vary so much over such a small area. In terms of terroir, they reflect it. I think they epitomise that concept. So that would be my favourite growing region in Italy. In terms of style, I love that across the range they do vary from north to south in terms of, you know, light, medium, full-bodied, but you see the whole gamut in Italy, and it never gets boring exploring. Oh, there are Italian wines I think that are a dying breed, and ones that I think we should champion. You know, Marsala is such an interesting fortified wine, and I'm noticing particularly in Melbourne, you know, an interest in sherry, in Madeira, but Italy's Marsala, I suppose, is forgotten. So I'm matching a 1962 Marsala from Carlo Pellegrino. You know, you read the back label and it recommends to serve with dessert because it does have a touch of sweetness there, but it's spent 40 years in oak, and so it is showing a lot more developed characters, quite roasted and nutty, just with a tiny core of sweetness, and with a carrot salad, that sweetness works beautifully, but also those slightly nutty characteristics work with the walnut cream and Shankleash with the spice. Yeah, Castellari di Castellina. I'm loving Cantina Terlan from Alto Adige also. We have been pouring the Terlana since we've opened. We opened just over a year ago now, and it's, you know, we've seen the 2007 roll over into the 2008 vintage, but it's one of those wines that never gets boring. People might ask for a Sauvignon Blanc or a Chardonnay, and this wine has both of those varieties in that, but with a dominance of Pinot Bianco, which is quite widely planted in the foothills of Austria in Alto Adige. Okay, my favourite wine region in the world is Burgundy. It's Burgundy because I'm white Burgundy, if anything. It's the only region in the world, I think, and wine style that makes me weak at the knees when I think about it. Brings a little tear to my eye. It all sounds very romantic, but in Italy, I think the most moving region I've been to, there's a little town in Barolo called Castiglione Folletto, and just being there on a beautiful, warm, sunny spring day. You know, it's not about knowing wine. I think it's just about enjoying it and being able to drink it. I think Australians do drink a lot, but it's all about encouraging people to drink well and try different things. And it's part of what I do, is to inspire people to try different wines. So I guess through tasting comes knowledge.